everyone, welcome back to Lisa Study Guides, your go-to destination for all things related to English. I'm your girl Lisa, and while we do talk about English most of the time, today I'm actually going to be focusing about careers, and this is a series of videos based on helping you choose a career path as a high school student. So over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to share with you my personal experience of becoming a pharmacist, and then how I digressed and how I eventually became an English tutor. And not just that, but a business owner of a wonderful educational organization called VC Study Guides. And as a sneak peek, guys, I was in the newspaper last week, and I just wanted to say a massive thank you, because it is the support of all you guys, all the parents, students, everyone I work with that has gotten me this far in my career, and I'm just so happy, for a lack of better words. Yeah, so if you want to find out more about how I was a high school student who had no idea what she wanted to do, all the way to doing what I do today and being in the newspaper, then stay tuned. My career path has and is by no means a linear path. So I have taken twists and turns with where I wanted to go with my career. I've switched jobs, I've quit certain careers, jumped to different careers. So I feel like I'm in a really good position to share with you the fact that it's okay if you don't know exactly what you want to do right here, right now, when you're 16, 17, 18, or even younger. So when I was 17, I had to decide what I wanted to do in university. So in Australia, what we do is we have high school and then we move into university. I know that in some countries it's high school, then college, then in other countries it's high school, college, then university. So everyone's a little bit different, but that's what I had to do. I really didn't know what I wanted to do, and I had always been good at maths and science. I was studying the advanced level maths when I was at school, and I had always just felt really good at maths and science. And on top of that, I had my parents who wanted me to do something that was health science related, as with many Asian families. So whether that was something along the lines of a doctor, dentist, pharmacist, or optometrist, pretty much those were the only 4 options for me, well, from my parents anyway, I had to choose from one of those. But for me, I didn't really mind, because I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go. And I thought, you know what, I do want to go down the path of health science, because in my head, what I had seen, what I'd been told was that if you become a doctor, let's say for example, you're going to be, 1, regarded as really intelligent, 2, you're going to be highly respected, and 3, you're going to make amazing money, and you're going to be able to provide yourself a home, provide for your family in the future, and just have an all-round awesome life. Though I knew personally for myself, I didn't want to be a doctor, I didn't want to be a dentist, and I didn't want to be an optometrist. So really what happened when I decided was I decided via the process of elimination. I didn't decide with, where my interests were or what I thought I would enjoy. I just thought, yeah, I didn't want to do that, I didn't want to do that, I'm just gonna do this. And what was this that was left over? It was pharmacy. And I was really young. I was 17. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had dreams of, when I was younger, becoming a writer, for example, becoming an author of some sort. But by the time I got to the end of high school, I was told that, doing these type of careers might not make you as much money as going into something like health science, where you're probably going to be more successful, not just in terms of monetary value, but also just in terms of job prospects and having job security. So totally ditched that idea of wanting to becoming an author and went down the path of pharmacy. And I was lucky enough to get into pharmacy school. I actually got into the Bachelor of Pharmacy and Commerce, so it was a double degree that would last for 6 years long. So I signed up to that. looking back now, 6 years, woo! I did 4 years of uni, and that was probably enough for me. In fact, it was enough for me. So I started pharmacy school, and not just that, but I got into the uni life. So uni life was really fun. You have a lot to be excited about because you make so many new friends. You have this amazing sense of independence because you start driving everywhere, you take yourself out to brunch and coffee dates. You have all these crazy uni night events. Despite all of that though, pharmacy itself was, yeah. For the first year, I find that most people, regardless of what course they're doing, find it to be quite mundane because you're just kind of learning the essentials before you start learning more of the practical stuff, more of the stuff that you'll find will be applicable to your daily life in that certain job. Whereas first year is very like theory based. So for me, I felt like pharmacy was kind of a bore. It was a bit of a drag, and there was something missing. It just wasn't grasping me as much as I thought it would. So this is the difficult thing about choosing a university course. The thing is, you're not going to know whether or not you fully enjoy that university course until you actually do it yourself. And that's the really hard thing because, I mean, there's no way that you can really test it until you're actually in it. Before you actually go into the university course, you're told all of these things by the university, by past students, by students who are already there currently, but it's never going to give you the same experience as when you're in university itself. By the time I got halfway through my university course, I realized that I didn't enjoy pharmacy, but I thought to myself, you know what, you're halfway through, you might as well just go through all the way to the end and just at least get the degree on your back, and then from there you can decide where to go. And I also did it because it was too soon for me to figure out exactly where I wanted to go. Like if I was to switch university course, what would I do? I had no idea still. Now, while I was doing all of this, I actually have a side story to it. And this side story, which wasn't overly important to me initially, has actually become my entire life now. And that was tutoring. So when I graduated from school, so we're taking a step back now, when I was 18, I decided to start doing English tutoring because I had excelled at English. I had also excelled at maths and science. So I actually started tutoring all three. But I realized quite shortly afterwards that maths and science, I wasn't as good at teaching maths and science as I was in English, and I found English to be a lot more interesting and engaging in how I interact with my students. So that's why I went down the path of English. By the time I was in second year, I decided to create a website called vcstudyguides.com. And I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go with this, but I had realized through my tutoring experience that there weren't that many English resources online for students to access, and resources that were actually real advice from past students. So I had the two parallels. I had pharmacy school going, and I also had tutoring on the side. Keep in mind that tutoring was always a side thing. Fast forward to the end of pharmacy school. I had done 4 years of pharmacy, and I had done 1 year of an internship, which was absolutely hectic because what you do in your internship year is you work 38 hours a week, so you're working full time, then you go home and you study your ass off for the big exams you need to do in order to become a pharmacist. So you're pretty much studying full time, working full time. Bang. It was a crazy year. I'm happy to say that I was successful in my exams and I registered as a pharmacist. So yes, if you didn't know already, I'm actually a pharmacist as well. I am a legal drug dealer, which is the lame joke that all us pharmacists say. But who knows, if you went to a pharmacy one time, it could have been me serving you behind the counter. So throughout my internship year, I learned that I actually didn't really enjoy pharmacy overly much. I mean, I guess I was at the stage where I could tolerate it, which is pretty crap if you think about it. You don't want to just tolerate something that you do every single day. You want to love it. You want to go into work and, you know, be excited and have passion for it rather than be like, okay, I'm gonna go to work. Cool. So not cool. When I graduated, I was really lucky to be offered a full-time position at that pharmacy I'd interned with immediately. And that's where I'm going to end the video. So I'm to the stage now. I've registered as a pharmacist, but this is where the really exciting stuff happened to me. The part where my career absolutely just completely flipped. I'm going to tell you all about that next week. But so far, what I want to share with you and what I want you guys to learn from this video is that if you don't know what you want to do now, please don't stress. You are going to find out. I didn't realize what I wanted to do until about 6 years after I graduated from high school. By the way, 6 years is exactly how much time you have at the start of high school to the end of high school. So that's how long it took me to figure things out. So if I'm somebody who's taken a long time to figure things out, trust me, you'll probably figure it out sooner than I did. Not everyone's path is going to be linear. You're going to go into your university course. You might find that you're going to transfer out of it straight away. You might find that you might even drop university. You might find that you'll do the entire course like I did and then just end up hating it and then doing something else. So stay tuned for next week where I'm going to show you how I became a full-time English tutor and also a business owner of an amazing educational organization that was born just from the website vcstudyguides.com. I have over 15 people working for me now, and it has been an incredible journey full of challenges, ups and downs, and I'm going to share that with you. So if you have any questions regarding pharmacy or business, then make sure you comment below and ask me, because those are the two areas that I pretty much specialize in, so I can definitely give you insider feedback, especially if that's the path that you want to go down on. Also, if you're coming to our VC Study Guides workshops these holidays, I am going to see you on Wednesday and Friday. So see you guys then, and otherwise, see you next week.